Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to look at a few Klein hand tools, some of the VDE variants. I do especially like Klein hand tools, and there's a couple of reasons why, as I'll explain in the video. Again, while you're watching, if you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing. Trying to build up my confidence on YouTube for other things I'm working on with the guys at EGTE, so this is a bit of an experiment for myself, so please bear with me. I know I'm not the best at it, but I'm trying to improve. So let's get straight on with it. I'll start with this one. So these are the side cutting Klein cutters. I'll pop a link in the description for this particular model, but it's the 2028 and they're made in the USA. You can see on the back there. The thing I really like about Klein VDE tools is this white inner layer. So when you know that they've been damaged or exposed to a voltage, and the insulation on the tool is no longer reliable, you can start to see that change colour, and you can, if you're seeing it through the outer layer, you know you've got some problems there. And Klein tools have a lifetime guarantee on their products. Something else that's really useful as an electrician, you know, it's a really quality piece of kit. You get nice cut ends, you can strip with them, cuts through conductors with ease, and I really like it. I mean, obviously you're working dead as an electrician anyway generally, but to have that extra layer of protection, you know, it can't be understated. Mistakes happen, and this is your last line of defence. So if you're using VDE tools, Klein's a good one to go for, because you can know if you've been exposed to that voltage and the tool's no longer safe. So that's the larger side cutters. In comparison, there's these smaller ones. So you can see there's quite a difference in size. These are good for smaller terminations. So if you're working inside your sockets and light switches, for example, these side cutters come in handy there. They're lightweight, clip onto your tool trousers or tool belt. Again, same lifetime guarantee and same principle with that inner layer. You can see it there, the white inner layer. I use these a lot. So side cutters, we always have the debate, side cutters or croppers. I use both. Side cutters come in when you're second fixing more often than not, and you know you've got a lot of it to do. You know, they're just a bit lighter weight, easier to handle, and I often jump on those when I've got a batch of sockets or lights to be getting on with. And this is a more recent addition. This is the plier set. So it's got a cutting edge there, so you can cut conductors. You can see in the middle there, and then you've got a gripped front edge on the pliers. And these are the medium sized ones. You can get them longer and shorter, and you can get some of them where they have crimp tool in as well. Some of them pivot wider, so there's a wider pivoting arm. These ones are just right for the kind of work we do, or I do. So I use these quite a bit. I lost the first set I had, so you can see these are a bit shinier and newer than the other ones. This is a replacement set that I've just ordered. You know, it's perk of being an electrician, or not perk. It's a bloody pain in the ass, but you lose your tools all over the place. You stick them up on top of a shelf when you're up somewhere on your steps or in a ceiling void just while you're making a few terminations. Come back down and it slipped your mind that that's where you've last left them, under a floor somewhere. You know, it happens all the time. So this is my latest new set, and again you get the white inner layer, and I'll pop the details for all of these into the description, so you can go and have a see the actual tech spec of them, where you can buy them. Roughly speaking, they're all sort of between 30 and 50 quid. Actually, I think these might be more like £75, so I'm telling a lie on those ones. But you get value for money. You've got that lifetime guarantee, and it's good quality gear. And that inner layer, it sold these products to me just for that, because you know if the tool's still safe to use, it's a visual aid to help you confirm that, you know, this is still alright. If you haven't isolated correctly, or there's an issue somewhere in the system that your safe isolation procedures missed, this is a good last line of defence. So I recommend these Klein tools. These automatic strippers. I'm not usually a fan of auto strippers. I found they don't tend to last too long. When you are using them, they leave marks on the cable, outer sheath and on the inner sheath. It's something that has irritated me, so I would stay away from them. But these don't do any of that. They're actually pretty good. So they strip with a nice clean cut. They're not leaving marks on your conductors. They have a much more solid feel to them. I've used them for a longer enough time to know if they would start to fail like some of the cheaper brands do, and they haven't. You've got the adjusting screws on there for your tightness and your strip length that you're trying to achieve, so you can see that on there. You've got a cutting edge inside here as well. It's nice and sharp, so you can cut just copper only with those. And this is the 11061, and again it's for solid and stranded conductors for 1020 AWG on solid and 1222 AWG on stranded. Again, really good quality. You know, these aren't a tool I would immediately be using day to day, to be honest, but if I am going to use some automatic strippers, it would just be these Klein ones. They're worth a little bit of extra money for that quality, and they do live in my pack out tool tote now, and I use them on occasion. They come in when you're doing a batch of downlights, for example, or if you've got something where you're up the top of the steps and you don't want to take cutters and strippers, so just jump up with these and gets the job done. The other one I like, and I've had this ages, is the tape measure. It's a bit battered and bruised. Again, tapes. Some of them are not of the best quality, are they? This is smooth running. It can lock in place. You've got a measurement in on the white side. Here, look, you can see. So you've got mils and inches, and equally over on the other side in yellow the same. And there's a hooked edge, depending on which way around. It's hard to get that on camera, but you can hook it either way around, depending on if you want to see the white or the yellowed edge. It's in a hard rubber case, and you can see it's a good job, because this one's taken a bit of abuse. Still in good order, the clip's nice and solid and sound. It's 7.5 meters, and the part number on this one is 93275. Again, you'll pay a bit more money than you will for some of the budgeted tape measures, but for me it's worth that extra expense, because how many times are you chucking tapes away because they've pulled out or they're not drawing back in correctly? And this has been used and abused for a long time now, and it's still as good as the day it was first used. So I recommend that Klein tape. Again, hope you found that useful. Trying to build a bit of volume on the videos on YouTube, just going through some of the things I keep in my day-to-day tool tote. You'll have seen some of the ones already. There is a fleet of power tools behind all this as well, which I'll highlight over the next few videos maybe, and then we can start taking a look at how we use them on site, and maybe an introduction to some of my other team members about what we do here at Powersonic. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to go and see some more stuff on YouTube that I'm in, I'm over on the EGTE Monday Club, so check out EGTE on YouTube. That's the Electrician's Guide to Everything with Sam, Rick and Neil, and yeah, maybe see you over there. Cheers, bye.